Hi. Are you tired, worn out, burnout on religion? Come to me and get away with me and you'll recover your life. And I'll show you how to take a real rest. And these are words of Jesus, believe it or not. And Jesus was teaching about good boundaries, good healthy relationship, and maintaining healthy boundaries. So if you want to know how to maintain boundaries in your spiritual life, also with your friends and your family, this video is absolutely free for you. Hi, my name is Pastor Marco. I'm a minister in Central Alberta, Canada, and I do these videos to help you live a healthy, progressive, and liberal Christian life without feeling the guilt, without feeling the pressure, and without dogmas for sure. See, oftentimes in our Christian life, we believe that volunteering and helping others and loving others is about always saying yes, is about always agreeing to everything that we're asked to be doing. And saying no is absolutely unchristian and is absolutely the wrong thing to do. But we need to understand that Jesus was able to do such a prolific ministry and a helpful ministry because he understood what boundaries were and how to maintain them. We see, for example, people were pressing against him. Everybody wanted to have a miracle, and he did not do he didn't do a miracle. He did only one miracle to one person in this entire crowd. So he was pressed on every sides, and he only performed one miracle. And I think it can be the same way for us. There is many expectations that is put on us as parents, as at work, at church, in the neighborhood. There are so many demands on our lives that we need to say no and protect what is ours, and to say, you know what, this I cannot do, I'll do later, or this is not in my priority for the moment. And Jesus totally understood that paradigm of saying yes and the paradigm of saying no, and understanding what he was called for and what he was supposed to be doing and who he was. So the problem with setting boundaries, and the main reason why we have a problem to set boundaries, is that we feel guilty. We feel remorseful after saying no to someone. And then we kind of start feeling burned out and resentful even because we're saying no. We're almost everywhere all the time, and we have we have very little time to do and be what we like. Watching a movie, being with friends, doing a picnic, or even just volunteering in something that we're good at and a cause that is close to our hearts. Because you know what, setting boundaries is really important for us volunteers for healthy Christian lives. Because if we don't set healthy boundaries, somebody else will set boundaries for us, and we may not like it, and it just may start a spiral of anger and frustration. Most people are surprised when I show them in the Bible and with the life of Jesus that Jesus didn't say yes to everything, and he wasn't there for everyone all the time. In fact, Jesus died and there were still lepers and blind people and people with physical ailment. He didn't, die after all of this was cleared out. And it's the same thing for us. When we understand our boundaries, we let other people stand up to do what they're good at. We don't take control over everything all the time, but we do what we're good at, what we are qualified to be doing. And sometimes we tend to overdo everything and to want to save everyone. And it is not our task to save everyone. Our task is to take care of ourselves, to take care of our neighbor. And if everybody was taking care of themselves, taking care of their neighbor, taking care of their family, without trying to overdo it all the time and feeling burnout, everybody will be taken care of. Of course, there's people that just don't care about their neighbors and their family, but that's another story for another time. The point is, the Christian life involves also having healthy boundaries, and we can find that Jesus' life was full of healthy boundaries, and that's what we need to follow in our lives. And I'm not saying boundaries as in putting up walls or putting ourselves in a box where nobody can touch us. Boundaries are flexible. Boundaries sometimes will go up, sometimes will go down, and that's perfectly normal. That's the basis of relationship. What I mean by boundaries is understanding who you are and what you're good at, and understanding who you are not and what you're not good at. Understanding what is your responsibility and what is not your responsibility. That's what understanding and having a good sense of boundaries is. It's about self-awareness mostly as well. So the better your boundaries and the better your self-awareness and the better your self-definition of who you are and what you're gifted for, you create greater boundaries and you create a better capacity to help sincerely, to give of yourself honestly and live with integrity. Good boundaries help you to take care for others because you have a stable foundation to operate from. You know who you are, and you're not distracted or depleted. Your energies are not depleted by giving of yourself here and there and everywhere. You don't have blind spots when it comes to boundaries. So setting boundaries is Jesus' way of living and loving. And I think we're all invited to do the same, to let our yes be yes and our no's be no's. Understanding what we're good at, what we're not good at, and what we're called for. So until next time, please click like, subscribe, share on media. I'm sure this message will be useful for many of your friends and yourself. So talk later.